Hi everyone, my name is Sue. I'm a volunteer with the Let's Talk Science program at the University of Ottawa. Yesterday I was out for a walk and I saw lots of flowers blooming, so I thought maybe we could do a paper flower experiment and see if we can get a paper flower to bloom. I know that sounds kind of weird, but we'll see if we can do it. So we are going to make a paper flower, so you're just going to draw a flower and we are going to put it in some water and see if we can get it to bloom. And you will. And the reason that you will is that paper is made up of tiny wood fibers with spaces in between, tiny spaces in between. We can't really see it unless we have a microscope. And so as you put that paper flower into the water, we're going to make some creases in the flower and you're going to see that those creases are going to open up. So what we're going to do, it's a really simple experiment to do. You need a few materials, a few simple materials you probably have at home, a plate, a cup of water. You might need some markers if you want to color your flower, although you don't have to color your flower. So you can use markers or pencil crayons, anything you want. A pair of scissors. You're going to need some paper. It can be scrap paper because you're just going to draw a flower. So it can be colored paper as well. I'm going to use a colored one here because I think you'll see it better. And what you want to do is draw a flower. So you need a space in the center because you're going to have to make some folds. So you want to have a space in the center. And then you're going to make some petals. So your petals might be round, or you might decide you want pointy or triangle-shaped petals on, or maybe you want square petals. It doesn't matter what the shape is, but you want to make petals all the way around. So that flower is kind of silly with all the different shapes, but it's kind of cool. So then what you want to do is cut out your flower. So I have some that I cut out here. So here's one with round petals on it, and I decided to color the center because I like pink, and I put green on the outside. And here's one that has no color on. So it doesn't matter if it's colored or not, but you want to cut it out. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take the petals and you're going to fold them in towards the center. Okay? So you're going to fold them in towards the center so they're all folded up. Then you've made some creases where those are folds, where those petals are. You're going to take a plate and you're going to pour just a bit of water on the bottom. You don't want too much. You want it to float on the top. And then you're going to put your paper flower in and we're going to see if it opens up. Can you see that happening? It may take about 30 seconds or it may take a little bit longer, but we can see that my paper flower has started to open up. I'm not going to show you the rest because you can try it with yours and see what happens. So the reason that happens is the water moves into the tiny spaces in between the wood fibers in the paper called capillary action, and the paper swells and the creases unfold so your paper flower can blossom. So if you can do that with just one, or if you want to do some experiments, you could test to see, does it make a difference if you have more petals or different shaped petals on your flower than less petals? You can also dry your flowers out by just laying them on a piece of paper towel if you have paper towel. They'll dry out and you can use them again if you don't have a lot of paper or you just want to make a few. The other things you can look at, so number of petals, or if you have different types of paper, you could make flowers out of different types of paper that are the same size and see if it makes any difference in how they open, how fast they open. So maybe a paper that's a heavier paper might take longer to open, or it might open faster. It depends on the size of the spaces in between the fibers, how fast the water can get in and fill them up and make it swell. So you can do different types of paper, different numbers of petals, different shapes of petals, or different sizes of flowers and see what happens. Anyways, lots of experimenting there to do, and have fun with your blossoming paper flowers.